All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hillbillies and Camo Caps podcast. I just made a mess up, and don't worry about it. We're not going to talk about it because you didn't see it. But you will notice a giant bar in the middle of both of our shots. It's a mic stand, mic cable combo that I got for super cheap. And a couple of weeks ago, I did some housekeeping. I cleaned up my honcho. Because Nick and I, one time we went out to a ranch around here, and we went into this giant mud bog, pretty much.
Slime hole,
and it was just terrible. And there's been mud on my honcho ever since.
I think you're the one that got stuck in it, too.
I could have been, because I didn't have really horsepower in my honcho, and I still don't really have a whole lot of horsepower.
You can fix that.
Oh, okay. But then I just got a toothbrush, a little soapy water, Armor All, whatever.
Armor All's it?
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
So, you said that you Armor All sometimes.
I Armor All my actual truck. I don't Armor All.
You said that you Armor All...
The tires.
What? Okay,
the
yeah,
tires.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Take a look at that. I took that in photography one time.
What the heck?
If you need to make a note on something, you can write down. Okay, so I need to clarify something. FPV cameras, and Nick, you might be interested, they are not like action cameras like a GoPro, like I said last time, but they're like, you put them on your car or plane, and then you can like wear like goggles, so then you can see where you're going.
Sounds confusing.
But the catch is the Federal Aviation Administration has banned these cameras.
Dang you, Federal.
And that is the biggest story this week. They are often used for drones, cars, and planes, so that a pilot/driver can see where they are going from far away. The FAA has stated that these devices would limit the operator's field of view, reducing his or her ability to see and avoid other aircraft. So it's like they think it's dangerous because you can't really see where you're going. Do you have some thoughts on that while I drink my slur? Oh my! Hey, Norton. All right, yeah. Do you have some thoughts on that?
It's a camera. What do they expect? You're not going to be able to see as much as you're standing there. Good God, it's on a tiny car. How far do they expect you to go?
That's very true. Because usually on the car you'll run out of range before you lose sight, really.
Except for the Ford. That's the only one that I could pretty much drive to Denver.
But that's where I guess the problem lies. You might want to get a little closer. You might want to bring that closer to you.
It's too close. It's too far. Oh, God.
Just,
good enough or too far away?
You're still too far.
Dang it!
Here, I can try to adjust it. Oh, no, I can't adjust it.
Is that better? A little bit.
Push it closer to your mouth. All right, anyway. Well, you figure that out. This week's episode has got
I can't hear it, so I don't know.
Well, you're doing good now. Oh. Okay, careful. This episode has got some gaming news, just because I want to throw this in here. It's then a couple stories from now. It's just something that I thought was interesting. Anyway, in this YouTube video here, a man creates this thing called a laminar flow jet. I don't know.
Oh, what?
It consists of a barrel with a ton of drinking straws, like a massive amount of drinking straws.
Would you make like a jet engine out of it?
Kind of. I'll show you this video afterwards. And the jet is nearly perfect. Like, it's like a beautiful arc, and like the water does not fray out. It's awesome.
So, it's like a water jet.
Yeah.
Oh. You gotta be a little bit more specific there.
Well, that's why
jet.
You asked.
Okay, is it like a Boeing 737 going down?
Just 747. Yeah, no, not like that jet. But anyway, I know it isn't really related too much to what we talk about, but it was really like funny to watch, just because like this water was like perfectly strewn, and that's not the right word to use there. But do you have some thoughts on that one?
I don't even know what it is. I haven't even seen it, so...
Whatever, man. Anyway, on June 12th, Mojang's Owen stated that the only time a fan can monetize off of Minecraft is through videos. Owen goes on to say that they would like to make another exception to the monetization rule. Servers! Owen posted a blog about Minecraft server monetization. Many people start companies to host Minecraft servers, but aren't supposed to make money off of them. And I don't think you really knew that. In case you didn't know, Nick and I, our channel started as primarily a Minecraft gaming channel.
Now mine's broken.
You can watch all those videos. They're I've been watching them. They're super funny to watch because
Back when we were teeny tiny.
back when we were little teeny tiny babies. Anyway, there were some rules placed for the server thing. You're allowed to charge players access to your server. The fee has to be even for everyone. You're allowed to accept donations, but you can't give restrict gameplay features. You can provide in-game advertising or sponsorships. You can't sell in-game things or affect the in-game gameplay. And you cannot charge real-world cash for in-game currency. And you can't pretend to be Mojang, and that's about it. Thoughts on that one?
God dang, they've gotten a lot stricter than when we first started doing stuff.
Well, hopefully not too many people will go to this paid hosting.
You'd be surprised. Money makes people do a lot of stupid things.
Indeed. So this story, never mind, I lied. This is the story that you're looking at down there, Nick.
Which one?
This one here.
Oh.
Back on June 3rd, Axial announced the 1/10th scale Yeti. 4-wheel drive, ready-to-run vehicle. You can now pre-order for about $430 US, which is not...
It's not terrible. That's about average of what I got in mind.
I thought that was about average too. But rumors mentioned that it may fill... Sorry, that was my weird accent coming out. Rumors mentioned that it may fill the spot left from the Exo Terra, because I guess that's a bit of an older car. I've heard of the Terra, but I've never really...
Yeah, so you don't see them too often.
Yeah, so that's what we're thinking about it. I said there was nothing released about specs, but I think there might be specs on that sheet. Do you want to read that there?
Which one? The one underneath it?
There's a block of text right under the big picture. Are there specs there? Yeah.
I don't see any specs there. It just talks about design.
What's it got?
It's a 3S. The heck is that? Say, I am no way a professional on this thing. I don't even know what a 3S is. It's got precise machined aluminum shocks.
Aluminum shocks.
Great, you're putting the shocks I have on my actual truck to shame, really? God dang.
Ooh.
A solid rear axle suspension. Wait, does it?
Well, Axial making everything count, all right.
No, it don't. It's got 4-link. Well, I guess they're the experts, so.
Yeah, well, they probably know more their car better than
Well, I know actual 4x4. Solid rear suspension means you got a leaf spring and it ain't going to move whatsoever.
All right.
Solid X, I don't know. It's got smooth suspension. I guess that's pretty good. There's nothing on the back. It looks like an alright vehicle. Let's just click here for more info, but I guess that's
don't click the paper.
Yeah,
you don't want to click
it's not going to work.
All right. Anyway, we got some Tamiya news this week. A man recreated a propane carrying semi-trailer. It started from a 1/16 scale Tamiya Ford Aeromax and became a beautiful black semi.
They used to make those. The propane ones? I remember seeing the trailers for them. I believe.
Oops,
sorry.
Okay, it's fine. This recreation was packed full of features like a 3-speed transmission with functioning reverse. Oh my. Working stacks, 4-link suspension, and functional fuel tanks. Pay no attention to the garage door opening. The heat from the 4-stroke engine has melted some of the parts on the body.
Oh, what?
And has bent them out of shape. The only stock components beside the body were the chassis front and rear axles. Got some thoughts there?
What is it running? A 4-stroke? Good lord.
It's got a 4-stroke engine. So
how big is this thing?
1/16 scale.
No, it can't be 1/16. Your
Yes,
crawler
it
is
was.
1/16.
Old sir, I will show you that post. Let me write that down so I remember. And
There's no way. How'd they get that tiny of a 4-stroke? Well, never mind. I guess some of the airplanes they have run off 4-stroke, so. That's a lot of power in a 16.
It is definitely a lot of power there.
Good lord.
Anyway, we've got this here, which is a... I don't know really why I put the story in here. It was a while ago that I put this in here. Anyway, a photo set on Imgur revealed the brand new Canon 135mm f2. The images were astonishing, and the bokeh was perfectly smooth. Blah, blah, blah. I like photography. Pictures were pretty. I thought it was cool. That is a picture that I took in photography.
I don't know if you can see it. I can't see the back of the camera. I can't see the back of the camera.
Okay,
it's too far away.
so we've got, think we are going to do this. We are going to play a game this week, which is unprecedented, and I don't know if this computer can load a game. So
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
we are going to try it, and it will be quite funny if it works. So we'll be right back with you in a second.
Kill it! Burn it with fire! Dang it, what?
You're supposed to name all of the states in, I think, like 10 minutes.
Good lord! That is not gonna happen. There is no way!
Well, that's what we're doing here.
But dang, you had my hopes up for something else.
This computer is struggling.
I don't know all the states.
We're gonna see. Should I go grab... Oh, no, it's going now.
In 10 minutes. At least I got a decent
You've
amount of
got
time.
a good amount of time there.
Can I use Google?
No,
Dang it.
definitely not. I can give you maybe hints, but I'm not sure that's even a stretch.
What is it, like, ruled to where I'll be shot down?
Make the grossest noise you can, like with your microphone, like...
Why in the heck?
Did something just spray out of my mouth?
I think so.
Ew. That was gross.
Worried about these things.
Oh, crud, it's going. All right, we are back. We're playing Name Every Single State That You Can in less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes or less. I might have to throw the microphone on the floor to type for Nick. Nick, we're going now.
Is it already timed? Okay, so we have Colorado, California, Wyoming. God dang it, man. You're supposed to keep up with me here.
Oh, easy on the screen. All right.
What did I say already?
Colorado, California.
Wyoming, Montana, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, Louisiana, Texas.
Wait.
Man, you're supposed to...
South Dakota. How do you spell Louisiana?
God, if I know, I'm a terrible speller.
Okay, I'm gonna spell Louisiana. Well, I'll give you that point though. Okay, go.
Texas,
Got you. Yep.
Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, Alabama.
Wait, Florida, Georgia.
Why can't we spell anything? What the heck?
I'm working on it. All right.
Tennessee.
No. I don't know. I'll just give it to you.
Arizona, Idaho, Oregon. I think Oregon's one, isn't it? Yes, Oregon. Washington, not the DC, the other one. Does DC count as one? Is that its own state, or what is it?
DC is not a state.
Dang it! New York, Wisconsin. I don't know any of them up there. Any of them states up there. Good Lord, was that another one? That's is Philadelphia one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not.
No, that's a, what is it? That's a town.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Dang you! Rhode Island. That's an island, I don't know. It's...
Did you say New York? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Does Hawaii and Alaska count, or just kind of their own thing?
They're definitely states.
Dang. Oh, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Did I say Ohio?
Whoa. So
Dang.
you have most of the West Coast. You're missing a popular gambling location and the Mormons.
What?
The Mormons and a gambling location. You know the Mormon religion?
Nope.
Where they all reside?
Nope. I know nothing.
Okay. Where do people go to gamble?
Well, that depends. Oh. Vegas?
Yeah. Which is
Nevada.
awesome. And you're missing a ton of the East Coast.
Yeah, I know a ton of the East Coast, because I don't know most of the East Coast. I know the southern East Coast, but I don't know the northern part of the East Coast.
You're at 26 states out of 50.
God dang, I'm terrible.
And you have 6 minutes left.
Yep, I kind of figured.
Want some hints?
Yep.
It has the panhandle thing, and it's right above Texas. It kind of rhymes.
Oklahoma, I know that one. Why didn't I guess that? We went through there.
Oh, hey, Okay.
family there, dang it.
Oh,
Why didn't I remember that? What did you broke it?
Yeah, pretty much. We're not in anymore.
Kansas?
Yep. What else have we got here? People have a funny accent. Kind
Well,
of
you
like.
got funny accents no matter where you go.
Yeah, that was not.
People
racist
think we
joke.
do.
That was a United States joke. That was not intended to be anything other than a.
Yeah, I noticed that. You kind of had kind of a... I don't want to say it because I'll probably get terrorist down. But
I just gave you one of them. Don't kick that, please.
I don't. I accidentally.
Okay, so let's see. What else have you got? So it's like
Dang it.
the Cubs.
Chicago?
Yeah, well, Chicago's the city.
I don't know the state that Chicago is in.
I'll give you that.
Illinois.
One. Yep, there. Oh, you got it.
I had to think about that.
Now you're at 29.
Yeah, I ain't making progress. Little by little, I guess. I'm not good
If
with this.
you look at them, will you maybe know? Here, I'm going to tilt this backwards. Can you see?
No, that doesn't help at all. I know where they're located. I
If you
just
would
don't know
like,
what they're.
I could take the punishment next. If you really want, I could take this test as well after you.
Well, of course, after I say everything. Dang it, I do not know the rest of the things. I know there's one up by the Great Lakes, but I can't remember the name of it. God dang.
Let's see.
I have not a clue. What the heck is the rest of them?
So there was like Carolina, but there is a.
What?
You didn't say Carolina yet, but
I didn't?
I'll give you that one.
Why did I
well,
say
Carolina
that yet?
is not a state. I apologize
What is
for
it?
everyone in Carolina. Well, Carolina, I believe, is in 2. It's a and a.
Isn't it north and south?
Oh my! I'm just highlighting the whole page. I apologize. All right, so I believe there is a South Carolina.
Yeah,
I apologize to everyone on the
Is
East
there
Coast.
I can't check because
We don't know anything about the
breaking-
East Coast.
Nope.
Well, I learned about the East Coast in my class that I had. Maybe if I spelled correctly, it would help. Yeah, North Carolina is a place.
Okay.
What else have we got here?
I have not a clue. They're probably extremely obvious, but I can't remember them for the life of
So
me.
you're at 31 out of 50. You've got 3 minutes. Would you like to give up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, so we are
I
giving
can't get
up.
any
Nick
further.
has folded. We have missed Utah, Minnesota.
How in the heck?
I told you, the Mormons. And okay,
I don't know what that is.
Utah, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas,
I said
Louisiana.
Minnesota. Yeah, I did.
You said Louisiana and Tennessee.
Oh, I said Wisconsin. I didn't say Minnesota.
Yeah. Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, you said Tennessee, and Louisiana. Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine.
Dang it, Maine. Of course you gotta be up all alone.
Yep, Maine. Ruining everything for you, huh?
Dang it. Good thing I don't have money on this.
All right, so we are out of stories, news stories. But Nick, if you've got
What
some
the heck?
stories,
I thought you were the news story guy.
I put in as many news stories as we always do.
Really?
So this time we didn't really talk about them a whole lot.
God dang, they went quick.
Yeah. So do you want to tell your story from going up to, I don't know where you went?
Which one? The stupid dog that tried to
Yeah,
attack?
sure, go for that one.
Oh my god, that stupid dog up in Wyoming on a stinking camping trip, trying to ride around on an ATV, well, the brand new one I got, and taking it out, seeing how it goes. I haven't taken it anywhere else yet. So I'm going down this road, I pass a camper, I didn't think anything of it, there was nobody there, and then the gas gauge is broke on it or something, because it said I was out of fuel, even though I opened it and looked, and I still had like half a tank. But I thought I'd turn around anyway. So I start heading back, and I noticed this dog sitting out front the camper. And it's sitting there, and I noticed there's a boat that came back too, but I didn't think nothing of it. I started getting closer. This little yippy dog, it was like a chihuahua mixed with a wiener dog and some kind of, I don't know what the heck it was. It was like a pincher. Starts bolting at me, but this is a Polaris 500. I wasn't scared of no little yippy dog. That would have made roadkill of it in 2 seconds. But he stops right as he gets to the road I was on and just stares at me. So I didn't think nothing of it. I start going down, keep going down the road, and I just hear this loud barking, and I look down, and that big dog that was in the middle of the yard, or some kind of mutt, I don't even know what it was, is right next to me trying to bite me in the leg. And I was sitting there, and the first thing I thought of was to kick it to get it away from me, but then I didn't want these people getting mad at me for kicking their dog.
Yeah, it's a bad idea to kick a dog. You don't ever want to go there.
Hey, that guy, that's gonna attack me. It was either that or I pull out my 9 and bust a cap on him.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there, and he's like trying to attack me, so I speed up a little bit, but my sister's behind me on a slower machine, so I couldn't leave her in the dust because she doesn't like to go fast on them things, really, I guess. So I just kind of sit there, and I thought of, for one instant, to try to spin the back tires out to hit it with the back wheels to get away from me.
Oh boy.
So I stand up on it, and I get it to fishtail, but he gets behind me, so instead of getting hit with the tire, he just gets pelted with a bunch of rocks.
Ooh.
And then he goes away, so I just keep going a little while longer, and I look back, and I don't see him anywhere. And then I keep going, I look down, he's right there trying to bite my other leg. So at this point, I'm done with this thing. I want to get this thing away from me as possible. I did not want to get bit by no dog up there in the middle of nowhere trying to have a good time. So I do the same thing, fishtail it. This time it hits it with the back wheel. It kind of spins him out a little bit, and then he gets pelted with rocks and then goes somewhere. I don't know where he went. If they find him, I don't really care.
Nick hurts animals. It's confirmed. All right, so I pulled up.
He would have did the same thing. He's trying to bite your face.
But we're gonna wrap it up.
I ain't getting shot.
I apologize for the lack of structure in this episode. Next episode, Nick.
Hey, what about that thing?
That we did. Oh, I forgot to do my gear of the week. We'll do your gear of the week next episode. Gear of the week. I've got this super cheesy Gerber.
Gerber ain't cheap.
Knife. Well, my dad found it at a place that we may or may not own, which we kind of were owning it at one point. Not spring assist, by the way.
You need to get yourself a spring assist, guy.
I actually believe I have 1 or 2 spring assists, maybe, but it's been definitely
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. Check it out. Nick is now cutting his thumb on it because that is the official sharpness test.
I don't need a knife to do that.
No, you don't.
I just need a piece of steel.
Oh, we'll talk about that next time.
It's good for cutting cheese. These little holes.
Yeah, sure.
Because the air gets in between there and it just goes whoosh.
Oh, that's good to know.
Same with other things.
Nick is good about cutting the cheese. He knows a thing or two about cutting cheese.
Hey! Suicidal camera.
Okay, well, we better sign off. We'll see you guys next time.
Good
Click on
Lord.
the screen to see the latest Hillbillies and Cameras.
And see the cooking recipe that printed.
You can click on the screen to see the, what's it called? What are we calling that thing? The RC video where I do whatever. Because we don't know what episode. There might be a new episode out. Hint, hint. That was an eyebrow raise, but you probably couldn't tell. So we're going to sign off because this camera has just died, and we'll see you. I'm Mix.
What the heck? I think all the cameras are dead.
Something is going wrong. We'll see you next time.